We got Q2 numbers from Asana recently, and Asana is one of these companies that has just been going sideways for the last few quarters. When I think of Asana, the first thing that comes to mind is kind of low ARR growth and large operating losses. Not a great combination for a SaaS business, but they may have turned a corner. So Q2 ARR growth came in at 10% year over year. Whilst that's not setting the world on fire, it is up from the 9% in ARR growth they reported in Q1 of this year. And on top of that, operating losses have improved significantly from negative 43% in Q2 last year to just negative 25% in Q2 this year. Now, we may be starting to see some impact from their new CFO. So Sonali Parekh, apologies if I've pronounced that incorrectly, she previously helped RingCentral to double operating profit whilst maintaining double-digit revenue growth past $2 billion in ARR. Now, that's basically the same task that she has for Asana at the moment, right? They're at around $1 billion in ARR. They need to maintain ARR growth rates while at the same time improving business efficiency. So very similar challenge to the one that she faced at RingCentral. Now, I think the bigger of the two challenges here is going to be, how does Asana re-accelerate ARR growth after this wicked ARR growth deceleration that we've seen over the past few quarters? The improvements that they've made on operating income over the last few quarters come about through pretty aggressive cuts to R&D and sales and marketing. So we can see on this chart here, spend on sales and marketing has gone from kind of north of 80% to just below 60% of revenue. And spend on R&D has gone from about 57% of revenue down to 42%, right? So one part of that equation is heading in the right direction, right? They're getting operating losses under control. But again, the bigger question is, how are they going to re-accelerate ARR growth? The man tasked with answering that question is Daniel Rogers. Rogers took over as CEO from Dustin Moskovitz in July of this year. He's worked for a who's who in B2B tech, with stints at AWS, Salesforce, Microsoft, and ServiceNow, where he served as the CMO for almost 4 years. Most recently, Rogers held the role of CEO at LaunchDarkly. Now, the two focuses for the business at the moment seem to be on improving retention, right? So reading through the transcript of the Q2 earnings call, that's a big focus for them, is how do we improve retention rates? They saw some progress here with the highest logo retention in the company's history and a slight improvement in NRR as well, from 95% to 96%. And then the other angle on increasing ARR growth rates is to move up market. Their customer cohort growth, so customers spending more than $100,000 per year with them, the number of customers spending that increased 19% year over year. So some positive signs for Asana, right? But still a lot of work to do to get the ship headed in the right direction. They've got a market cap of $3.28 billion, or about 4 times Q2 ARR.